Hi, my name is Amber, and I interviewed Trevor Archibald, who is the owner of Archibald Design, which is a residential design firm located in St. George, Utah. Archibald Design prides themselves in creating unique custom home plans for a wide variety of clients. Trevor considers his business to be a service-based business because instead of selling something tangible, he is more so selling his time and his talents and skills to people. Archibald Design has been in operation for 17 years, and it all began back when Trevor was a little boy. Whenever he was asked what he wanted to be when he grew up, he would always say three things: a farmer, a truck driver, and an architect. By his early 20s, he'd already accomplished the first two things on that list, and so he set out to accomplish the last one, to become an architect. And so he enrolled in a couple of design and drafting classes in college and discovered that he really liked it. And soon after, he was hired by an architectural firm in St. George, Utah, and he worked here for about 10 years. During his time here, he definitely gained the experience and the knowledge and critical skills that he would need when he would one day venture out on his own. And his boss at this firm definitely acted as a mentor and an advisor to him as he showed him the ropes of the industry. However, Trevor saw the opportunity for more growth outside of the firm that he was working at. He recognized that St. George held a niche for the custom home design industry, that it was a fast-growing market, and that he felt he could be successful in it with what he had to offer, with his unique design perspective and the innovation that he was putting into his work. And so he quit his job and ventured out on his own and started Archibald Design. He contracted out his first job, and once he was finished, a builder saw it and was impressed by it and came to Trevor wanting to work with him. And this continued to happen where people would see work that he had done or that they would hear about it from a friend or someone, and they were impressed by it and wanted to be a part of it. They wanted to work with Trevor. And this is how his business grew, was simply by word of mouth. He would connect with people who would connect him with other people, and his network and circle began to grow. And this incredible referral system started. And that's where 95% of his work comes from, is simply by word of mouth. People are impressed with the work that he is doing, with the value that they see in it, and they want to share that with other people, and they want other people to experience the good service that he is providing. And so that is how his service got to the market originally, and that is how he found his first customers, was simply by word of mouth. And that is how he continues to find work today. In the beginning, Trevor chose to financially do things himself. And so he began working out of his home at first, and as revenue began to build over the next couple of years and cash flow began to build, he eventually opened up an office space and was able to acquire additional supplies and equipment and materials that he needed to continue to be successful and continue to grow. Because he is a service-based business, there aren't a whole lot of out-of-pocket expenses. He also is his only employee, and so he's not paying salaries or benefits or anything like that. When he does have a need for other business-oriented tasks that he can't take care of himself, he always will contract that work out. And so these decisions have helped him to be smart with his money and to save and to have a financially healthy business. When I asked Trevor if he'd made any mistakes along the way over the past 17 years, he immediately said, yes, of course I have. He said one of the biggest mistakes that he has made is working too much. That, it's easy to devote all of your time and your energy, your waking moments, your sleeping moments into a business when you're first starting, but eventually you can't keep doing that. It's not healthy. You will find your most success when you balance work and your family and other things that you find important in your life. Today, Archibald Design is absolutely thriving. It has become a very successful business. And Trevor says that there are two things that were critical as resources in helping him get to the point where he is today. The first one is that, he has to have the skill set to do what he does. He has to be constantly innovating and finding new ways to design things. People want homes that are both functional but also aesthetically look good. And so he has to marry clients' needs and wants together in something that is a successful product, that is a successful service. And he has to have confidence in doing that. The second resource that is very important is the people, is making connections, establishing a network. And the network that Trevor has built over the years with contractors, with clients, and with other people and other organizations in the community have really helped him pave the way. The key to Trevor's success today continues to lie in the quality of work that he is producing, He's known for the incredible projects that he creates, the wonderful and unique designs that he comes up with, as well as the way that he works with clients and the way that he communicates with them. And people want to be a part of that. They see that and they see the value in what he is doing, and they want to work with him. I definitely learned a lot of things in talking with Trevor. The first one being that starting a business takes risk. I'm sure that it wasn't easy for Trevor to quit his job, especially when he had a young family at home to set off, to start out his own business. But he was passionate about what he was doing, and that made it worth it to him. The second thing is that you cannot be successful in a vacuum. You have to have other people to help you along the way, to connect with, to build networks with, and together you help everyone be successful. The third thing is that the quality of work that you produce is really what's going to sell your business and sell your service. And so it's important to always showcase your best and never provide something that's mediocre, but always expect the highest quality from yourself. I definitely learned a lot from Trevor. He's definitely an entrepreneur that I look up to, and I hope to implement a lot of things that I learned one day when I start my own business. I'm sure that it will be a risk, but I'm passionate about it. Something that, like Trevor, I've wanted ever since I was little, to have my own design agency, graphic design agency. And I hope that I'll be able to surround myself with successful people, with a strong network of people, as well as to always provide the highest quality of work. And yeah, that's all.